We have a lot going on astrologically. You know this because you're feeling this. We're talking about it. But here we are. And I want to just walk you through what's been happening, where we are going. Because it's been a lot, it is a lot, and it's going to continue to be a lot. So if we're prepared, if we know, we can navigate through this challenging time. So, to get to April, we got to talk about March. March was some intense energy. It was some intense weather we've just gone through. March is weather we really just are going to talk about eclipse season. Eclipse season comes twice a year. We have it in the spring, we have it in the fall. Eclipses come in pairs. There's a lunar and solar eclipse pair that happen typically within 2 weeks of each other. And that is like entering an energetic wormhole. If you've watched Interstellar, I think about the back half of that movie is like what happens in an eclipse season, where you're like, where did the time go? What just happened? Characters exit and enter your life kind of at random. And it's can be a lot to navigate. So we are coming off of eclipse season, which this year landed in March, starting on the 13th with the lunar eclipse and ending that portal ended on 3/29 with the solar eclipse. So again, eclipses bring light. They bring tension. They bring an opportunity for clarity. And in my sessions, this is not going to be news to people that follow along with my work. Tension brings clarity. Discomfort brings clarity. If we are comfortable, we're probably not examining what's around us. And that's fine because we don't constantly need to be in a period of agitation and discomfort. But when we go through these eclipse portals, which again, twice a year, we are getting the opportunity to see our patterns, see what is no longer serving us, and figure out, is this the era I want to stay in? Or are there changes that I need to make? So that's what we're exiting from March, is this time of discomfort, tension, strife. And we're seeing it play out on multiple levels, right? I'm not going to get into the political situation because that's not my ministry at this point. I grew up in the DC area. I used to be able to talk at length about that stuff, but we're just not going to talk about it right now. Anyways, we're coming out of eclipse season. And now here we are in April. We've had a week for the dust to settle, but we're not in a place of action yet. I want to really just really draw that down for you. I've been calling April Action April because there's going to be a lot of actions that take place, but we want to act strategically. And in this week of April, today's April 7th that I'm recording this, we are working towards a full moon on the 12th. It's the pink full moon. You're blooming into who you are. So this week, we're still in a place of contemplation. We're still, again, the dust is still settling from what's happened in the eclipse season. And we are moving into a place where we can take action, but it's not this week. Try and be the Homer Simpson gif where you are backing into the bushes if someone's trying to confront you and have a fight with you or have a serious conversation. It's just not the time. What it is the time for is evaluating and assessing, making moves in silence like a little ninja warrior. We are seeing what's going on. We're taking notes. We're observing, but we're not acting quite yet. The action's going to come later down the line in April, but the actions, we're swirling, we're here. So as we lead into this full moon, what are you taking with you into this next chapter? What are you blooming into? What are we letting go of? What are we clearing? This week, again, is not the week for communication because of just how Mercury's kind of moving in and out. It's just, we're getting throttled by Mercury right now. So communication is going to be a challenge. I could tell you all the silly things that have happened to me today as we're sitting with this Mercury situation, but we don't need to detail that. What you need to know is to be strategic, be smart, be patient, which again is uncomfortable because we're in Aries season. We are in fire season. We are in the fire of the beginning of the new year because Aries starts the astrological new year. And I'm an Aries sun. I have gate 51, which is shock, like 3 or 4 times in my human design chart. And 51 is a major transit happening right now. So shocking things can happen to you right now. And the shock, I'm not going to try and define that for you, but it's either going to resonate with you or it doesn't. We also have 36, which is an emotional gate, which is about emotional crisis and making it through. That's happening now here too. So tensions are high. And then again, we're in this Mercury kind of blackout where we're getting just, again, throttled by communication. So don't, as much as you can, try not to fall into these communication traps. Take your time, move meetings off. Again, making those moves in silence, but we're trying not to confront people, which again, with the backdrop of Aries season, it's a big ask. So that's where we are. But let's focus on that full moon because it's got some beauty and some beautifulness to it. We are in this Aries season. We're moving into this full moon, into a next year. We're opening up a new era. We're opening up a new chapter. So, what are you bringing with you? What are you letting go of? We're clearing stuff out this week. But again, we're not throwing out the baby with the bathwater, so to speak. You're being slow, you're being strategic. What do you want to take with you? And what just needs to be put down? So that's where we are. That's the vibe. I'll be back with another vibe report soon enough. Until then, try to stay out of trouble.